Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon. Napoleon Bonaparte. Believe it or not, Roscoe's World follows a little bit of history. Roscoe's World actually did just win Best Children's Historical Fiction, first place for that. Because I won first place in the historical fiction, I want to try it in this book to have a little bit more history. In the first book, I didn't intend it to be a historical book because it's not really historical. Yes, there's some historical parts to it, but there's no like real information about history. I wanted to go ahead and lean more into that this time around. We are going to see what we can come up with on pictures. Now, a lot of the pictures I used in the first book were like historical pictures. So like the pictures of when Josh and Roscoe are in America and they are looking at the Independence Hall. That is just a direct picture from when they were signing the Declaration of Independence. Except it's just dog version. So I'm going to kind of see if I can do the same thing with volume 2. But I got to find the right picture, and it can't be too dark. And it's got to have enough attributes that I can turn it into a dog picture and make it work. Let's do some research and figure that out. So we'll definitely do one probably of the Eiffel Tower. As far as anything else though, I just don't know. I was never really the biggest history buff when I was a kid. In fact, most of the time I really hated history because but I really never excelled in school anyways. So it's funny, like I said, it's so funny. The things that I hated when I was a kid, like history and reading and writing books, now that's become my life. It's so weird. All right, let's see what we got here. Maybe we should do this differently. All right, famous French people. You got Joan of Arc. Definitely could do that. Napoleon. All right, we'll definitely do something with Napoleon, that's for sure. Madame Curie. All right, well, what if we did that? What if we did something with the Eiffel Tower? I don't know what yet. And then we do one with Napoleon Bonaparte and Joan of Arc. I'm not sure. We may have to change the name of Joan of Arc to something of a boy because Roscoe's a boy. And then we'll get Joan of Arc later. You don't understand what I mean right now, but in time you will. Okay, you could do this guy. Never heard of him before. Gustave Eiffel. I guess he must have created the Eiffel Tower. So definitely could do something like that. Let's look at some pictures of Napoleon. Could do this thing, something like this, but see, and I don't know if I should go with Napoleon because in volume, what is it, 3 or 4? I think it's, yeah, in volume 3 of Roscoe's World, there's going to be some war type themes. And it might be better to keep Napoleon for that. Even Joan of Arc, for that matter. Gosh, I just don't know. Because a lot of these things in France would be better in Volume 3. Like I said, Volume 3 is going to be more battle type stuff. And so, Joan of Arc and Napoleon Dynamite. Napoleon Bonaparte. Would be better for Volume 3. Maybe we won't go with France in this book. Maybe we'll save France for Volume 3. Hit that follow button. Let's work together. Let's get this done. Let's build a community around this, and let's help each other out. I'll see you in the next one.